Hey, I'm Sam, and here are three stocks to buy right now. Meta, which just had earnings, Cadence Design Systems, ticker symbol CDNS, and Coinbase. Now, don't run off and buy these just yet. I'm going to tell you why I think they're good buys, both fundamentally and technically. Let's take a look. First off, Meta. Well, it's ripping. They just crushed earnings, which is great for the market as a whole. We can see the triple Q is at all-time highs over yesterday's wick as SPY had a couple of days down and then recovered this interest rate announcement. So look, I'm giving you this context to say we are 40% up from April. I'll continue to say that. But if you just want the stock to buy, Meta is up significantly. And it looks like this move could continue into tomorrow and the coming weeks to month. Now, the revenue was up 27%, net income up 60%, daily active users 3.2 billion, AI and everything, of course, ad delivery, feed ranking, customer service, and most notably Zuckerberg recently investing 14 billion, or I think get half of Scale AI, something close to that. You get the scale that we're talking about here. Also investing in Anthropic um, at like 100 billion valuation. So he's trying to catch up. 100 million dollar offers, reportedly a $1 billion offer for a top AI researcher. But look, the earnings are good. Stock is ripping and it looks solid. I mean, I don't think you can just jump in willy nilly, but if it closes strong tomorrow, it'd be a high volume close setup, regardless of the fundamental reason for buying it. Coinbase off of this left side peak is a technical setup. It did undercut the 20, so you want to be careful with this because it could go lower. Also with Bitcoin, they're potentially coming down to 120, 115 from 120. It had that gap up. Bitcoin doesn't look excellent here. So you want to be careful with that. But Coinbase does have some news here. And like I said, they have this support here, which I bought off of. They just partnered with JP Morgan Chase. So Chase credit cards are going to be able to fund Coinbase accounts. And next year, Coinbase customers can redeem those ultimate rewards for USDC, which is basically like the US dollar equivalent in crypto. So that's the first time a US rewards program, which is the biggest ones, are the credit card rewards programs, the travel rewards programs, are directly connected to crypto through the biggest crypto public company, Coinbase. As far as earnings, that is coming up just tomorrow. So you want to be careful, to bet on Coinbase before earnings. But with all that said, if you have a tight stop, I'm not saying not to buy it. In fact, I bought it. Now, CDNS looks like this. This is a high volume close setup where you have high volume here. You can buy it over this level. It's kind of a lower volume company in general. Well, not really. I mean, is 100 million, 100,000 million is the market cap for this. So that's like what, 10 billion? So it's not that small a company, but I guess I just mean to say you can buy it over this level, but it doesn't trade much in after hours. So do be careful. The spread is what it is. It's $4, for example. So you can easily lose a lot of money very quickly if you don't know what you're doing execution wise. Fundamentally, long-term AI infrastructure play. They make software tools to design semiconductors, chips. So without them, there is no NVIDIA, there is no AMD, there's no Apple, silicon for the iPhone. So revenue was up 20% year over year to 1.1 billion, and they guided up, and 95% of their revenue is recurring. So they're spitting off cash, and they are basically the picks and the shovels for the picks and the shovels. So you got Coinbase, bridging traditional finance, TradFi with crypto, with rewards, credit card rewards, which is that, some credit card rewards programs are worth more than entire airlines, which, for the record, are not doing well right now. And then you got Meta, which is the juggernaut. Zuck is catching up in AI and throwing around hundreds of millions of dollars. And then Cadence, CDNS, next gen chip tooling company. So 3 real catalysts: earnings and the JP Morgan partnership for Coinbase. Major upside potential. Do your own research, manage your risk, hit the like button if this helped you out in any way. And do be careful, we are extended pretty far from the April Trump tariff rebound. So if you're buying something, maybe go in with 10% of your portfolio, 15% at max. All right, I'll see you in the next one.